In my Flat Earth Fact number 4 video, I discussed the reality of refraction. It distorts, it compresses, it mirages, it obscures, and it stretches. It's unpredictable and obvious. This is what refraction looks like. As I have personally experienced many times, refraction is the enemy of long-distance viewing as it obscures your line of sight. This is an example of the typical refraction you'll see if you take a telescope to a lake. Because of refraction, the kayakers begin to appear as though they're floating and will eventually disappear into the mirage. See this white spot here? No, that's not a ghost. That's a distant object obscured by an inferior mirage. Refraction is the reason why you'll see stupid claims and videos like this one saying that they filmed a ghost ship when they only filmed an inferior mirage. 3.5 million views for that stupidity. Globe propagandists have hijacked the term refraction and illogically converted it to a ridiculous Earth bulge removing device. Instead of obstructing vision, like so many examples, for the globe propagandist, refraction now magically causes giant Earth curvature bulges to disappear without a trace. They want you to believe that the giant Earth bulge that should have been blocking these distant boats just disappeared. Only the Earth bulge supposedly disappeared, and nothing else. And without any other visible effect or distortion. And that brings me to the Canigo proof of the flat Earth. Canigo is a mountain located in France that has a top elevation of 9,134 feet. Twice a year, in February and October, many people go to Marseille, France, to film Canigo. At these two times of the year, the sun sets directly behind the distant Canigo, creating a mountain silhouette. This event has been observed since at least 1808, and here's a photo taken in 1898. It's a beautiful event, one that I hope to see myself someday, but it's also a great proof of the flat Earth. Let's look at this long-distance Canigo photo from the Beyond Range website. The distance from the photographer in Marseille to Canigo was 163 miles. The observer was 1,050 feet high. Under the globe model, 10,205 feet should have been hidden behind the giant globe curvature. Thus, the very top of the peak should have been 1,071 feet below the alleged Earth bulge. This Canigo observation proves the Earth is flat. But this observation also destroys two other key arguments of the globe propagandists. First is the propagandist argument that we should be able to see forever on a flat Earth. For example, I've heard many times that someone should be able to see the Eiffel Tower from New York if the Earth were flat. I'm surprised at how many times I continue to see this silly argument in emails and comments to me. In addition to angular size limitations, the answer to the claim can be found in the question of why isn't Canigo filmed at other times of the year besides February and October? Without the aid of the sun creating a silhouette of Canigo, it is obstructed by the opacity of the atmosphere, and so you simply can't see it. So, for all other occasions, Canigo would look like this. You can't see it, and that certainly doesn't mean there's curvature blocking it. Only when the sun sets behind Canigo does it become visible at that distance. Otherwise, Canigo blends in with the atmosphere. Without question, the opacity of the atmosphere limits our ability to see at extreme distances. The next propagandist argument is that Canigo is only visible because of refraction. But the Canigo event is visible twice a year in February and October. Does magical curvature removing refraction work on a tight schedule? As you can see in countless examples, refraction certainly does not work on a schedule. Also, according to the globe model, when you watch the sun setting behind Canigo, the sun also must be hopping over the curvature. Can you point me out the time when the sun begins hopping over the curvature? With all of this alleged curvature hopping and bulges disappearing, where is the manifest distortion? Does this event really look like a mirage to you? I cannot help the unreasonable, the hired liars, and the willfully blind, but the Canigo observation from Marseille proves the Earth is flat.